And welcome back. Well, it was another warm day across our viewing area. Officially 97 degrees here in Meridian. Yeah, it was warm. 74 was our low this morning. Of course, no precipitation. We're still about 5 inches above where we should be for this time of year. Now, we're going to cool on off some tonight. Still being above average, but more near, or I should say closer to average, right near 70 degrees under those clear skies. Winds out of the south-southeast. And as we're going into tomorrow, we're still going to keep the heat along with us. The good news is this, because of course the front has moved on through by now, this is a drier air mass behind it. And so this drier air is really going to help kind of keep our heat index values tame. So we should have most of our heat index values stay below 105 degrees. Some locations only maybe 1 or 2 degrees above our actual temperatures is what you could expect for your heat indices. So that's going to be nice. Still, though, nonetheless, it is going to be hot with those winds more out of the northeast, but you can see temperatures again flirting with those upper 90s. So just kind of get ready for that. We don't expect any heat advisories. That is the good news. And of course, radar satellite, we have been clear today. Maybe a few high clouds. That's been about it. And that'll be the story going into tomorrow because we're seeing all of what I like to call this lovely orange and yellow colors. This is all this dry air mass. This time of year, this is great to see. This is going to keep shower activity to a minimum, pretty much with this air mass, where it's going to be basically nil or zero. You can see the front way down to our south, right along the Gulf Coast. It is stationary down there. And also notice how we have this really east to west movement of those clouds in this dry air mass. That's because we're in what we call that zonal flow. Basically just means it goes east to west. We don't really have any hills or valleys in it. And so that's going to kind of keep us in this same pattern for the next couple of days. And then things will start to shift as we're going into next week. But with that comes some cooler temperatures. That'll be nice overall. You can see into tomorrow, we're not really talking about any rain as well, maybe a few high clouds. That would be about it. Again, this is really going to keep those shower activity to a very, very minimum. The best place I would see any shower activity would be maybe some of our far southern counties, but overall, I still don't really expect you to see anything. Now, one thing to note, we're kind of taking an interesting look here. You can see the cool front sitting down to our south here, but we're looking over the Atlantic Ocean right now. And one thing I want to notice, we're almost halfway through hurricane season. We really haven't seen any tropical systems, maybe one or two. Well, why is that? We just have not had conditions out in the Atlantic that has been ripe for that. Notice, see kind of this little muggy or cloudy area that's sitting near the Greater Antilles, also just coming off the coast of Africa. That is the dust from the Sahara Desert. And so once that kind of gets into the air, that really keeps tropical activity to a minimum because that's very dry air. Tropical systems do not like dry air at all. And this is all moving to the west. And so I know some people out there have been posting things saying here in a couple weeks we're going to have hurricanes. We have no confidence in that right now. Some models are trying to hint at that, but it's basically zero confidence right now. So don't worry about that. We're still way far away. Right now, everything over the Atlantic is suggesting we're not going to see anything for at least the next 7 days. So just get ready for that. It'll be another kind of quiet period in terms of tropical activity. Although we are still talking rain. As we go into the weekend, temperatures still staying in the upper 90s. But look, temperatures do start cooling off. We could have some 80s across the viewing area next week, along with some chances for showers and thunderstorms. Could pick up maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain after everything is said and done. Overnight lows, too, still above average in the mid to lower 70s across the board.